Hello everyone, I'm back in the car. It's actually Tuesday afternoon, so Monday sort of came and went actually very, very quickly. There was a lot going on. I hate saying that, I'm always saying that. I'm always like, oh, there was so much going on and then I'm not actually showing what's going on. But it was a desk heavy day, was it? Let me just check my calendar and see what I was up to yesterday. Oh God, yeah, yesterday was so busy. We also had some house stuff going on and I had a physio because after my run on Sunday I actually did my back in. So that's not ideal. Today I've had quite a busy day as well. So this morning I had a bit of a SEO like workshop type thing. So search engine optimization is part of what we offer out, and I've got a knowledge that is a growing knowledge, but just had a call with a technical specialist who we've worked across a few client campaigns now. We're just going a little bit into further detail on the stuff that I can do better in order to grow certain client accounts, but then also work better with him in the future. So that was really good. And then had a meeting with a potential client, and I mean, the client is amazing and completely different to anything that we've ever done before. So that would be an interesting one. And now off the back of that, got to come up with a proposal to send over to them. So that will happen over the next couple of days and just see what happens with that. And then I am actually at a village hotel because I had a meeting this afternoon and literally been here all afternoon going through a few different bits and pieces to do with email automations, to do with the strategy that I spoke about last week for the new client that we've got on board, and just some other stuff that needed to go over. And it's always nicer to do things in person sometimes. I think if it's quick, jump on a call, a video call ideally. If it's longer or you just need that little bit of human interaction, if you're local as well to each other, then just meet up and you get a lot done, and it also makes you feel better. Sometimes you feel a bit too busy to do anything, and I definitely get caught in that trap. I'm like, oh, I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything because I'm too busy. However, now that I've just done that, I feel a million times better. I've got more ducks in a row and just all in all, just a bit more calm. So I'm going to head home now. The gym was on the agenda tonight. However, like I say, I have really done my back in. So I might have a sauna and just a bit of a stretch, not in the sauna, but have a stretch and then have a sauna. Or I might do something else, but I haven't decided yet. So that's the plan of action for today. Not really a lot that I've shown you, but obviously just speaking about. And on the agenda tomorrow, I was actually meant to be in a really long 3-hour meeting, but thankfully I don't have to be there anymore. So I've got a lot of work to catch up with, and I'm going to do that. And I feel as though it's probably a good time to talk to you about, not now, tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about how I actually got my first client ever. And I need to try and figure out how I got my first client, because like I say, I've had multiple businesses, multiple iterations of different businesses, and I can't remember what age I was when I first got my first client. So once I figure that out, I will let you know the story. I will catch up with you later or tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of the vlog with whatever it brings, whatever the week brings. Let's hope it's a good one. See you later. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. As promised, I got myself lost down a little bit of a rabbit hole trying to figure out how I got my first client through what I'm doing now. Because for context, before this I was a personal trainer. So I became a personal trainer I think when I was 19. I worked at a gym and then accumulated some clients through there. Then got the opportunity to rent my own studio space, and then I worked out of there with the same clients, and then word of mouth. I mean, with personal training, because it's local, especially it used to be local, now it's a lot of online coaches. It was quite easy to get clients. I was running a successful business at the time, which was pretty cool. And yeah, just kept getting clients and clients. So that was a little bit different, and it's not obviously what I'm doing now, so it's not that relevant. So then I was like, when did this start? And I'm going to tell you a couple of stories because I think that it's worth it. And it's just interesting, really, to be honest. So I logged into an old email account, which was Bateman-Wood Media. So I created a WordPress site, literally, that was Bateman-Wood Media. I don't think it's working anymore. I hope it's not. Oh no. Okay, so it is actually working. It's on there. This is an old, I remember actually, I think I paid someone to do, like my friend, to do the copy for this, which is just crazy, and it's just awful. I'm not entirely sure. Got the old vlog videos as well. Jesus Christ. So yeah, logged into the old email address for that just to see when what my first email was, because I remember it was at our first rental property, and I had a little desk in the kitchen, and I sat literally at the end of our kitchen in this tiny little desk, and I remember sending these emails, and the date on this is February the 6th 2018. I will put a screenshot on screen now, and it literally says, I mean, this is the most salesy email that you've ever read in your whole entire life, but to be honest, I'm not mad at it. Good morning, I'm writing to you today about an exciting opportunity that I'm opening up month by month for one company or individual. Exciting opportunity, incredibly loose considering this was 7 years ago. Christ. This is on a first come first served basis, because obviously everyone was jumping at the chance at the time. And at the beginning of each month, this offer will renew and become available for use by someone else. So act fast. What's the offer in question? Well, 4 videos for either your website, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram stories, or anywhere else you wish to host them. That's enough to keep you going for a while. These videos can include 4K capture. At the time, that was a big deal. Slow motion HD. That's all the my camera capabilities. 4K action sports underwater, GoPro. Slow motion action sport underwater, GoPro. Full edit, music, graphics if applicable. Along with this, I'll throw in 1 month of digital marketing consulting, absolutely free. This means that I can assist you in optimizing your Google ads, all social media channels, social media ads, email marketing, SEO. I'll be on hand whenever. That is underlined, which is a little bit, that's red flags to me, because now I'm like, don't contact me unless it's emergency outside of my normal working hours. Whenever you have questions about any of these elements, I can even spend time with you and your team so that these processes continue from there and out. I'm offering this all at a fraction of the usual price and will be available to one lucky business owner or individual for only £1,000. If you'd like to know more about this, then please don't hesitate to drop me an email back. I was doing 4 videos with all of that, plus digital marketing consultancy for £1,000. Right. I don't think that's actually a bad email. And can I tell you the truth? I got a lot of no's. Can you imagine? A lot of no's. Little Amelia in 2018 I sent loads as well, like in my outbox. There is loads of this email. So I was really, really trying, and everyone didn't want to work with me. But their loss. So with that being unsuccessful, I didn't stop, and I remember knocking down every single door that I had. So once again, like I said, I was working with PT clients. So these were adults that had real jobs and real connections. So I was asking around sort of any people that I knew to see if I could shoot any videos and do any digital marketing stuff. I was pretty early doors in my career. That I think 2018, I started in 2015. So 3 years in, which sounds like a long time, but I feel I came from nothing, as in like I had no knowledge. I went from a fitness brain, all of a sudden I was sat behind a desk and then trying to learn how to market. So 3 years later, I wasn't in a position really to be offering that out, but I appreciate the grind, and I think that's all right. So from speaking to other people and having connections, I actually gained a client who was local. They were, and still are, an insurance company. And I've got the email here. Once again, I've got a screenshot in front of me. So I was offering at the time 7 video campaigns, 2 minutes with graphics, subtitles, a further 6 videos up to 2 minutes long, flexible on location. Amendments, wasn't specific about how many amendments you can get. You need to do that with clients because otherwise they take the absolute piss. Travel costs, so travel costs is in there if needs be, if relevant. Equipment usage costs, music subtitles and graphics, bespoke and personal service. Cost of investment, £600 including VAT. So I've put including VAT, but that's because at the time I wasn't VAT registered. So that kind of makes sense, which is £600 all in. And then my rate card, video and editing, £250 per video up to 2 minutes. Obviously I forgot about this time, because this time I was really going all in on the video stuff, because my first job I worked at a video production company and I didn't know how to shoot video. They just gave me a chance. I think I've said this before. I was editing and doing their marketing, and I wanted to get into the video side of it because I thought it was pretty cool. So that's kind of back in the day, and to be honest, I thought that I was definitely charging. I was talking a big game, but I was definitely charging less. I remember doing long shoot days for like £100, but I was so happy. I was so happy at the time. It was unbelievable. I loved it. So then I thought moving on to how we got our first client with Social Climber, because that is a completely different thing. So for reference again, over the course of between 2018 and when Social Climber started, I was still working at different agencies, different businesses, and I was also trying to get businesses off the ground. This business, the M Media or Bateman-Wood Media, which was picking up little bits and bobs here and there, but obviously not enough to keep me going. And having a full-time job or a part-time job or whatever type of job, and then trying to focus on outside stuff, it was so difficult. Doable, but very difficult. As well, I was young, so I was going out all the time. I just didn't really have a lot of discipline, so that's never a good thing either. So yeah, going back to Social Climber. So in 2020, I once again spoke about this before, set up Social Climber and found out how to set up a business basically on an online course, paid the money to do so and got incorporated, and then basically sent out a bunch of sales emails, and then we got some feedback. So there was a big push on emails. I can't remember whether this was automated or not, but we sent this email. I'll blank out any sort of sensitive information, but basically they came back to us, we had a call with them, and they signed up to us. We offered a price thinking no chance, never going to happen, and they said yes. And I've still got the screenshot on my phone actually of the Stripe payment going through, and it was the most money that I've ever got outside of work. It wasn't even like loads. It wasn't a big lump sum of money, but it was big for us. Like I say, I was trying to charge £250 a video for here. I was probably getting £100 a video for different people. Then all of a sudden I get a big payment just in one, someone trusting us to do their marketing. And this was the start really. So this company was a restaurant based in Cambridge, but also had a presence in London, and they were like on social media, they were like doing bits, and it was like they were building momentum, and their branding was really good, and it was such a great thing to work on. And from there we just picked up some more. I think once you get your first client, you just pick up confidence. Like I had the confidence to email these people. You have to get over a bit of a hurdle. I think if you speak to any salesperson, whether they've been doing it for 20 years or 5 minutes, there's certain elements of it that they hate, and one of them will be either picking up the phone and cold calling or sending a very vague email. There's better ways to sell 100%, but this is just what worked at the time. And to be honest, this was the most fun that I've had in like business, and the most like feeling that I had off the back of it, because it was just so brand new. We were working with these cool clients, and it was like a little bit of a roll. And then we got some kickbacks. We pitched to other people. I think we were getting a bit big for our boots. We were pitching to other people. Some people were saying no. We did get a few, and that sustained us. But once again, we went back to normal life after the pandemic, and this sort of dwindled and things went, and I just wish that I would have seen it through in some ways. But I do believe that everything happens for a reason, so I think that now is the right time to be doing this. And obviously it's going really, really well now because I can earn a living from it, and I'm working for myself, and I don't have a boss, so to speak. Like, I am my own boss, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, that was a bit of story time. I understand that was quite long, but I just think it's important to show the sort of start, like 2018. If 2018 me sat at that kitchen table in a tiny one-bedroom, it was a one-bedroom house, which sounds really nice as your like first rental, but it wasn't. I mean, I loved it, but it wasn't nice. Downstairs in the kitchen in this tiny rickety desk with my laptop that oh god, I don't even want to tell you the laptop story, I won't go there, but I bought a MacBook like first off, and like I had no money, but I needed a MacBook obviously because everyone had a MacBook. Stupid I did, don't do that, I regretted it. I messed up so much financially when I was younger. Anyway, moving on swiftly from that as soon as possible. I don't really want to recount any of that business. If 2018 me could see 2025 me, I think she'd be pretty proud, and that is a pretty cool thing to say, I think. And I cannot wait to say 2030 me is super proud of 2025 me. So thanks for joining for story time. Have a lovely afternoon, a lovely day, a lovely evening, wherever time of the day you're watching, and I'll probably catch up with you now tomorrow. So I think I'm going to do something a little bit stupid, but I've had such a terrible week, terrible day, terrible everything. So I'm going to try and switch it around, and I'm going to go on a run, even though my back has been causing me so many issues the past few days. I think the thing is like, I'm not good at just being cooped up, and I know that I could go to the gym and I know that I could get on a cross trainer, but I keep looking outside because it's literally gorgeous, like sunny. So I want to go out and get some fresh air. And I went for a walk yesterday and it was twingy, so I feel like on a run it will be just as twingy, and I'm hoping not to make it worse. I'll make sure that I stretch before and after. It's literally only a 3k. It's a 3k progressive run, so you do 1k at a conversational pace, 1k faster, and then another k faster. So let's see if I can do it. Hopefully I can. I will literally leave the camera where it is, and I'll be in exactly the same place in about 15-20 minutes. Wish me luck. I have returned. I'm okay. My back is okay. It's very interesting because literally when I'm sleeping, I'm like struggling to turn. When I'm sat down for a long period of time, I get like spasms up and down my back. And I literally just ran that absolutely fine body-wise. I forgot I have a blister from my run. I haven't got any blisters this whole time, and then over the weekend when I did my longest run, I decided to switch up my socks, which was such a stupid decision, but I did it, and I've got blisters, and when I started running it was painful, but I think that's just what you got to do. So that's done. I'm really happy about that. The rest of the week I've got 4k tomorrow in broken 600, so that's like intervals, 4.5k easy run, and then a longish run over the weekend. And to be honest, I think I'm going to be able to do them all, so I'm very happy about that. Afternoon of work now for me. Obviously I have a shower, grab some food, and then work, and then I just got a message to say that we've now got a viewing tomorrow morning, so I need to sort the house out, and then I'm off to some friends tonight, so I will see you when I see you. Good morning, Saturday morning, about 7:30. Don't know what I'm doing. You can see that I look rough. I'm so hungover. which is my own fault. So I'm punishing myself by going for a run. I think I'm going to do about 7k maybe today, I'm not sure. But I'm just walking to go and meet my dad, and then we're going to have a little run together. So, although I've sort of lost my way, so I need to figure that out. But I will film some things along the way, and I will see you soon. When I finished my run, and I'm now showered and I'm back in the car. The run was really good considering how rough I felt. Did 7k in the end and it was relatively comfortable. I was a bit more out of breath than usual, but yeah, blame the alcohol for that one. So yeah, feeling happy that I did it even though it was an early start. And now I'm showered and ready, and I think we're gonna go to have a picnic with some friends at like a pond area. So go for a nice little walk and have a picnic and just chill out, I think. So I hope you guys have had a beautiful week, and mine's been full of highs and lows, but all in all I'd say it's actually been all right now that I'm reflecting back on it. And I will see you next week. Thanks for watching, guys.